summer party ideas inspired by the Greek island of Mykonos. It's Sebastien Centner, everyone.
Thank you.
I like this theme because Sebastien gets to wear shorts.
You like them?
You look great. You look great. This is so beautiful.
Thank you very much.
It's so stunning. So tell me about Mykonos and why that is the theme.
So Mykonos seems to be like it's always a hotspot, but it's like the hotspot this year.
Ah, okay.
And even me, who, I'm sort of a little bit partial to, France and
yes,
south of France.
You are. Yeah.
But I got to say, like, everyone's talking about Mykonos. So we thought, why not do a Mykonos-themed, sort of beachy kind of theme party?
Oh.
And so what we thought was, and what's interesting about Mykonos too is that everywhere in the world you have beachy sort of seaside villages and they have these themes and it looks sort of light, etc. But Mykonos specifically has a look. It has kind of this boho chic, sort of very cool look. So it's really fun to replicate.
Well, I love this because this is dramatic. As soon as I walked in, I went, wow. So this is wisteria.
It's faux wisteria. So this is actually fake wisteria, and what we've done is we've hung it and then we added a little bit of real salal. So the reason we did this is a couple of reasons. First is that it's way cheaper than using real wisteria.
Yes, that's
You can reuse it in different ways. And also one of the things is imagine that if you're going to do this at home, take a patio umbrella, for example. You can actually hang it all inside the patio umbrella, so you can actually do this. It's not nearly as hard as it looks. Now, because it's not real wisteria, it won't have the scent. So to change that,
you are so funny. Okay.
This is for you if you want to give a little spritz,
like
just a little spritz. So we take wisteria oil, and what you do is you dilute it with water. You spray it usually the day before so that it's subtle.
I just put it on me.
Yeah, that's okay. Sorry, it smells good. There we go. We'll take that away before the entire studio.
But it's so pretty. Now, here's the thing. You attached it to what? Like a...
It's actually chicken wire.
Chicken wire.
It's chicken wire. So it's just chicken wire. We just poke them in, and then we hit it actually with the salal.
Yes,
but now, if you're doing this under a patio umbrella or something, you can just hang them off the leaves and or the branches, and as long as you do enough of them, you really don't look up that much.
Do you know what really makes it too? It's the lights that you put.
The lights are cute,
aren't they? They're just so beautiful, because it's really so lovely. All right,
thank you.
So let's talk about the table decor, which is stunning.
Again, Mykonos, boho chic. We wanted, to use natural elements, which is very much like the sort of the seaside look. Now, what we did there is we had things like the rattan chargers, we have the macrame runner, but then you accent it with things that are a little bit more bold. And because we're going Greek themed, obviously the blue and white plays a big part in that.
For sure.
And what we did is we did some fun stuff. So a couple of things is, number one, is that we made sure that we're using both some real china, but because we're outdoors, we want to show that you can also use some melamine.
Yeah, and you would never know that.
You would never know the difference.
No,
this stuff is this is actually all from Pier 1. It was really inexpensive to do. And it's pieces that we know that we can use in different environments as well. Then what I did was we added a couple of pieces like this. So the decor, this is just a little centerpiece that we found also at Pier 1. Just a little bit of sand, give it a bit of a whimsical feel.
Right, and I liked how you took almost
That's kind of our signature thing. That's how I like to do that.
Kind of like
a little bit of denim, tying in the blue as well.
Right.
And then little things like, for example, the florals that we have now that are in just, again, salal leaves, really simple.
Salal leaves.
They're called salal leaves. They're probably called something else, but
I love them because I see them up there and I like the.
So we tied it, and they're inexpensive and they last forever.
Sure.
Okay.
Blue.
Things like the white candles. So the little candles we put out because obviously if it carries into the evening, you want it to be a little bit of light for the evening and stuff. But also they add to the decor and little touches. Instead of doing just regular bottles of water, we're wrapping them in little blue bandanas.
Nice touch. Okay, what are we having for dinner? Let's cut to the chase.
All right, let's cut to the chase. Let's go right into it. So it's fresh. It's light, it's seaside dining. So we don't want anything too heavy, etc.
No.
And obviously we're going to get to seafood eventually. So what I did was, for sort of my French tables, we usually do a crudité centerpiece.
Yeah.
So going more Greek, what we did is we did the marinated olives. We did it with breads. We did a couple of things as well. We did a whipped feta. So whipped feta isn't, so you know how feta is really dry?
Yes.
So what you do is you take feta, cream cheese, olive oil, and lemon juice. Put it in the mixer, blend it up. It turns into more of like a spread.
Okay.
And it's great on bread, etc. We added a bit of paprika on top, good to go. Carrying through with the feta theme for our salad, what we did is we did a tomato salad.
This looks so good.
It's got some capers in there. I'm just going to add in a little bit of feta. Lots of feta, actually.
And then bread, you just put the bread.
We did some croutons. We did some bread croutons. Again, we want it to be light, airy, just a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of vinegar, and then some salt and pepper.
Are you talking like balsamic, but very little?
You can just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
You can add it to
great.
taste. Salt, pepper, super simple. 5 ingredients, you're done.
Love that. Okay, now.
You know what? We probably here.
Sorry.
There we go. Cheers.
What am I drinking?
Prosecco.
Okay.
Cheers.
All right, let's talk about
I thought about ouzo, but I thought it's a bit too early in the morning for ouzo.
It's true, it is true. All right.
Okay, so carrying into the main course.
This is great, all right.
So octopus. Now, I know this sounds scary. A lot of people don't want to cook octopus, but it's super simple.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell you a couple of tricks. I grilled this, but before you grill octopus, if you just throw it on the grill, it's going to be really chewy. So you've had octopus before maybe, and it is chewy.
Yes.
So how do you avoid that? A couple of things. First of all, take the full octopus, okay? You get a pot of boiling water, and you do what's called scaring the tentacles. So you take the octopus, you dip it in the water for 5 seconds, take it out, dip it in again, and you repeat that 3 times. What's going to happen is all of the tentacles are going to curl up, and all of the little suction cups are going to tighten up as well. Drop it in the water, you blanch it, basically you're boiling it for a little bit, and that makes it so that it's not rubbery. And then you can put it in the oven, you can put it on the grill, a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of salt and pepper, good to go. And we did the same thing, a little bit of grilled onion with it. Really, really, really simple.
Perfect, okay. And then?
To go with it, we wanted to do a starch, so I need your help here.
Of course you did, because it's like one of my favorite potatoes. Okay.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna hold this,
I sure am.
and you're gonna hold this like way out so I don't get it all over your outfit.
Okay.
So we're starting out with some potatoes that I cut, and these
What
are
kind of potatoes?
just plain potatoes.
Okay.
Okay, and they're actually I left them overnight in water, so it's kind of like blanching them, but without the hot water.
Okay.
Then I put chicken stock in them.
there.
Right.
Okay,
So there's
all right.
chicken stock, etc. I'm gonna add lemon juice.
Lemon juice, sorry, I'll leave it close.
Okay, no problem. No, you're doing great. This is like, look at this.
Olive oil,
Olive oil. Little bit of oregano.
good.
Perfect.
And?
This is some chopped thyme.
Okay,
Great. And minced garlic.
perfect.
There we go. Then, if I've done my job right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Look at that. You're a fantastic assistant.
Thank you. I want to know how to
so,
do these potatoes.
Basically, we're going to mix them all up. You're going to let them marinate. They will end up looking like that
Okay,
in only about maybe an hour, hour and a half. You can leave them even overnight if you want them to be nice and fragrant. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them out of the bag, preheat the oven to 390 degrees. I'm just going to put this all in here, again, without making too much of a mess. And now you're going to see the magic of TV. Okay, I'm going to take
right.
this, come over to the oven.
oh my gosh, it's fantastic.
Look at that, we put it in.
I love doing TV because
Okay?
everything's done.
We close it,
Wait,
1 hour,
go, open.
and look.
Okay, so look at how beautiful that is. So again, 350,
390
390
for 1 hour.
1 hour.
If you want to go a little bit longer, it'll make them more crispy.
Okay, so you put a little bit of what on that?
We put just a tiny little bit of parsley, and we put a tiny little bit of lemon.
I'm having some because you know
Go
I
for
will.
it.
And some salt, pepper.
Perfect to go with Prosecco.
Yeah, it is. Thanks, Sebastian.
Cheers.
Oh, I got to read. Why do you guys do this to me after I take a big bite? Do that one if you're celebrating. Go ahead.
Okay, if you're celebrating your 10th wedding anniversary and want to renew your vows with a stylish party in your backyard, we want to hear from you. Just go to marilyn.ca and click on Be on the Show.
Then we'll take a break.
Oh, and throw to break.
Okay.
Coming up, planning